Welcome everybody to the Poke Battle Network. I am Sosaflow, and today we are taking a look at this lovely line I heard of suggested by LylleJeffs and FishOnAHeater through Palatown PvP's breakdown of the Sunshine meta. Now this is, of course, Moltres Shadow, Swampert Shadow, and MILTANK. This line was so interesting. I absolutely had to play it, and the gameplay with the line is that you have Swampert as a closer and MILTANK as your closer, right? So Moltres leads, and whatever they bring in to counter Moltres, right, whether it's their own flyer or not, Moltres can throw the energy and then swap into these two other Pokemon and get either the extra shields or take their Pokemon out, win, switch back, and then we still continue to win and keep our win con ahead. Now this lineup doesn't look good on paper. Right, it is rocking at 719. Losing to Vigor, all of them lose to Vigoroth. Soft losses to Vigoroth, soft losses to Pidgeot, soft losses to Diggerbees, Munchlax, Abomasnows, Crudley. There's a big list, but I'm not here for the statistics. I'm here to have fun. I'm going to see if we can make this work. There's definitely play here. This is definitely a playable line and definitely fun. Like, I can feel with the closer of Swampert. Swampert as a closer could do really well. So I'm going to take this Moltres and it goes right into the Vigoroth lead. Knowing that Vigoroth is going to probably be on everybody's team, I'm bringing Moltres because I need to have a couple of Vigoroth counters that can actually get me the shields and make sure that Vigoroth is either off the table for the other two Pokemon to have better play, or take the shield from my opponent. So as you can see, that Sky Attack is no joke as Vigoroth feels it and is off the table. Now we're gonna go to the Ancient Power, and this is gonna get shielded because that would have hurt an Octal as well. Oh my goodness, that Vigoroth, I'm still feeling that one. The Sky Attack takes my guy out, and like I said here, what they bring to counter my Moltres, I will bring either the Swampert or the MILTANK here. MILTANK being the anti-flyer, and look at that, it's going to give an Ice Beam off for this flyer, which I think it's a swap in a Gliscor. Immediate catch, but immediately off the table, and look at that, Swampert is back in now. Onto the Hydro Cannons it goes. Now Swampert does not win the matchup here, but I'm not trying to win the matchup. I'm trying to get the last shield, put up the damage, and I can do that with this Shadow boost. So we're going for it right now. Here it comes, the next Sky Attack, because it can't be enough for a Shadow Ball yet. Oh, not enough, and I get to the Sludge Wave. Now Sludge Wave will be a lot extra damage because of that Shadow boost, and yes it does. Over half the health of that Noctowl. Beautiful, beautiful. And look at that, I get into the lead of a Noctowl here in the game 2. So we are 1-0. Game 2, we get the Noctowl lead. We're going to go for that Ancient Power again. Anti-flyer mood on a flyer. I like the idea, and oh no, Noctowl not liking that, as that's going to send Noctowl to the deep red. Now this is either going to force my opponent to stay, or I'm going to be able to farm this down, because before they can get to a charge move, I can farm it down. The Sky Attack comes up. I throw off onto the Cubone. Very interesting Cubone with Mud Slaps going off, getting some extra damage there. With the Sky Attack goes up, but they can't afford to give up another shield as Moltres just destroying through all of these players' lines. Look at that. Like, yeah, these three Pokemon might be really good, like bad against Sims, but not if they're not shielding. And oh no, a Sludge Wave goes unshielded too. Look how beautiful this matchup is. Having such a great time. Acrobatics takes about half of MILTANK's health as the rollout build these body slams up immediately. The first body slam gets the shield. Another rollout, super effective. Will I give up the shield onto the MILTANK? I will not. And MILTANK still survives, gets to the second body slam. Goodbye, little jump love. And Cubone comes back with the energy. I'm going to give up a shield because you never know what surprises might come as Cubone throws the Bone Club and I'm able to farm it down. Beautiful play there. We are 2-0, and look at that. It's a double. Excellent double. They're talking about double, maybe rocking Wild Charge. which would be really interesting. Now, this is a great Pokemon because it's got that double kick, and there's tons of normal flying around, right? Like, you want to have a counter Pokemon on your team, or a fighting type move on your team. And that's what's so good about Double here, is because not only is it a fighting Pokemon, but it can Wild Charge twice and get both your shields. But the problem is, if you don't shield that Sky Attack, goodbye Double. Now Double has left, and it has gone to the Pokeball and brought out the G-Fisk, and the G-Fisk is going to see the first Sky Attack and give me a shield. Afraid of the Overheat, which you could run Overheat and get away with it too, because you're talking about swapping out Moltres, right? If your opponent wants to keep the energy or keep the shield, you could do it. So the Moltres goes away, as we were talking about the incredibility of Moltres. Only seeing Noctowls now. Third game, only seeing Noctowls. Haven't really seen any Pidgeots yet, so we'll have to see how that plays out. But enjoying the meta still, because you have to have a flyer. You've seen it numerous amounts of times, as a Sky Attack is going to take my anti-flyer into the green. The first Body Slam will get the shield, and Noctowl now throwing off the second Sky Attack. Still not in the red. There we go, in the red, and I get the Ice Beam off. Will I get the last shield? Force my opponent's hand? No. Oh, I've already gotten it. That's why I don't have a shield yet, and here comes either an Earthquake or a Rock Slide. Is Rock Slide enough? Rock Slide is enough, and I have a Hydro Cannon banked up with that Swampert ready to go. Yeah, it might not look good in Sims, but you can definitely play around it and win. I'm not supposed to beat any of those Pokemon, and I beat those Pokemon. So that's the fun beauty of it. Moltres into the Abomasnow lead. The immediate swaps, and it's a Talonflame, the other flying fire that's out there, because Charizard is banned. And that's why Moltres is working really well. And a big shout out to the Talonflame out there as well with the Incinerate. But you could read it, so good luck as the Flame Charge goes through. Now, I like Moltres as the flying fire in this one, because I have these two backup Pokemon, and they allow wing attack users to spam off that energy and give you your shields. So those Pidgeots could really get you those shields. And these two Pokemon, the Swampert and the MILTANK, have the spammy tank coverage moves that can get off and get shields and give you what you need to get you win cons. So I don't necessarily always agree with the Sims when it comes down to, like, can I play it in GBL? If this was a Sylph meta, I would absolutely say don't play this line, or add a, like, build like counters and make sure you put in a Pidgeot somewhere to make sure your opponent knows, like, you have counter moves, and then you can play this line, because this line has great coverage. Again, it forces shields. It definitely draws out the Shadow Swampert. My Swampert can take the Hydro, and I'm going to get this Hydro off and do it against that opponent's Swampert. Get the last shield, force my opponent to throw the Swampert, and now you're going to see Moltres on a Swampert. Again, Moltres isn't supposed to beat Swampert, and Moltres farms down Swampert. So you can make things happen. As I go 4-0 here, about to hit a 5-0, can we do it? And that is what the beauty of these two Pokemon in the back do. Now, you can have a Pidgeot and a Noctowl and have a really great time there. So good luck out there, battlers, with all of that. But I really thought this line was fun, but I don't know. We'll have to see how I play out the rest of this matchup, as the MILTANKs are going to get in there, and I'm going to draw out the Vigoroth. So I'm going to take the damage from the Vigoroth. It's got Body Slam spam just like my MILTANK does. But I'm going to go for the Ice Beam. I get to the next Body Slam, and the Ice Beam wasn't very helpful. Yeah, Body Slam wasn't going to be that great either, but I probably could have just kept spamming off maybe a third one and got it. There's got to be a play there, right? Get to 3 Body Slams, and it takes it to the deeper red, and then one tap from any of your opponent, and this Vigoroth can't spam off this energy. So Vigoroth is gone, and oh man, it is an uphill battle for a no shield Swampert. Ooh, that's tough. as the Ice Beam doesn't do much to the Swampert, but take it to the yellow. And the MILTANK is like, oh, I could just body slam this. I should probably just body slam this. Yep. And we both realize what's going on, and GG's to my opponent as I get a 4-1. But like I was saying, this lineup is super fun. It's not going to carry you 200-300 points, but it can get you some 4-1s. If you like playing around it, absolutely. We didn't see any Pidgeot, which it's like that's one of the top flyers. But with Noctowl being out there that everybody loves, it's easy for you to use Noctowl over Pidgeot because it's tankier. But, oh, Tapu Fini. Woo woo! Yeah, good luck out there, battlers, as we are going through the Sunshine Cup in both Silph and GBL. But thank you to Jeff Lyles and FishOnAHeater for recommending this line. Hopefully, battles, you are enjoying the Sunshine Cup as we are finishing up the season of Rising Heroes for GBL. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel down below. Any comments you have on the Sunshine Cup or the meta so far of what the Sunshine Cup for Silph Show 6 is. If you've had some fun with some Spice Pokemon picks there, let me know in comments. Thank you all for watching Poke Battle Network. I am SosaFlow, and like always, enjoy your battles.